I'm Daemonxel, and today we're going to discuss a preview into a new zone that has previously not been seen through the beta, and this is called the Realm of Damnation. Now a little background, because the devs want us to know that the Realm of Damnation is the personal hell of a demon lord. In fact, it actually belongs to Scarn, the mastermind pursuing the Worldstone shards, and there he gets to play judge, jury, and executioner repeatedly. So we're going to take a look at some of the imagery that inspired this new zone. We're going to take a look at some of the artwork as well as some of the sounds that the zone is going to feature. Now, I've heard rumors that this could be the final zone in Diablo Immortal, so moving forward there might be some spoilers. Now, it is looking like Scarn, who is the lord of this zone, is actually the big bad in Diablo Immortal. And through the story, it looks like we've been chasing him through these other zones into his lair. Now, in this new zone, you can expect to find all the greatness that Diablo has, and that is, lairs, bounties, events, quests, and plenty of loot. In fact, there is a dynamic event in the final part of this zone, which happens 3 times a day. And to take part of that, you're going to have to form a party of at least 3 players to enter in here to get some phenomenal rewards. Now, if you are wondering about the size of this zone, if you look at this little overlay right here, in the red is the Fields of Misery from Diablo 3, and in the blue is this Realm of Damnation. So the maps are quite large. So the first part you're going to come into is the Forest of Misery. They really like having a visual variation to keep your journey interesting and make it easier to remember locations and cool moments throughout the game. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, please feel free to tag that subscribe button, ring that bell, share and like the video so you can stay up to date with everything that we're going to be doing here. And you're going to fight some all new demons here in the form of Darkness Swarm Rasplets and Gnarled Pawns. And the artwork on these characters are amazing. You can see that the twisted bone and horns that are coming off them resemble that of the twisted trees that you're walking through. The art team wanted to reflect the environmental shapes and colors in the Realm of Damnation's creature design, taking a break from that classic reddish demon that you see everywhere else in the Fires of Hell. And the pawns, they wanted them to feel at home in this environment, as if they had been evolved here, or at least been transformed by it. Now, this place is for demons who have failed Scarn in the past, and have had their bodies fused with parts of the realm as punishment. None more so than the old growth, which is going to be voiced by James Goad. Let's take a listen.
We can sense it. The light bleeding away from you. In time, your husk will be one within our branches.
Now, he's going to be the most massive and venerable danger within these woods. Also, take a listen real quick. Hear that in the background? What's going on in this video in the background music, that is the ambient music and audio that you're going to find throughout the Realm of Damnation. Once past the Forest of Misery, we're going to come to the last vestige. This is your sanctuary within this hell that is the Realm of Damnation. Now, the lore states that a group of angel sentinels discovered the Realm of Damnation while it was taking shape from the hellish chaos, and cut off from the heavens and were trapped. They carved out a foothold in Scarn's home. Now, you're going to join the survivors in this besieged encampment, and you're going to meet some of the characters that are going to help you on your quest, such as the Angel's war leader, Varathiel. And it states that her band has been hunting demonic threats outside the battlefields of eternity for eons, but being stranded in the Realm of Damnation, a greater challenge than any they've faced before. Now, as the wielder of the angelic dagger Ylnira, you'll have a chance to gather some allies here in Hell, but only if you can save them from a truly awful fate. Now, what we talked about earlier about the dynamic event, these are going to be called Demon Gates, and they're going to appear randomly multiple times a day at random locations throughout the entire Realm of Damnation. Now, it states that these fights are kinetic encounters with significant rewards, and you'll be able to earn even bonus loot there from 3 times a day. Now, this new zone also offers up a new dungeon called the Pit of Anguish. Now, these are spawning pools for abyssal gargantuans buried deep into the hells. And you're going to go into one particular as the dungeon for the zone, where you're going to meet a boss called Zaka. And this boss fight is going to fill the screen, and it's going to have the most blood by volume of any of them in the game. This picture here kind of gives you a little bit of the scale of the size of the boss that you're going to fight in this zone. But they also state that there is a twist to this boss battle that the devs are actually excited to see how the players are going to react to. Now you're also going to come into different variations of demons here called Devil Soul Plunderers. It looks like there's 4 different variations. As you can see from here, you got a close combat melee, you have a ranged caster, you have a AoE kind of with a greatsword that's going to move kind of like a whirlwind barbarian, and you're going to have a twin sword jouster, where he's just going to kind of come at you fast. Those that are familiar with Diablo 3 have encountered these kind of demons before. Now let's talk about the boss here. Let's talk about Scarn. Now little is known about Scarn. Well, at least recorded anyway. It says, at the defeat of the prime evils in Diablo 2, war was raging within the Hells, with no clear victor, despite great evils like Azmodan and Belial claiming massive realms of their own. Scarn flourished during this age, but demonologists cannot say whether he led an army or simply used the conflict as an opportunity to capture parts of hell for himself. Most don't even know him by name. And this is where the allegiance with Varathiel will come into play, because there's going to be some exchanges between Scarn and Varathiel, and the voice acting in this game is fantastic. Now, Steve Blum is going to be the voice of Scarn, as you can hear from these 2 little snippets.
You stand before the Lord of Damnation in the depths of his domain, child. Understand that you are alive because I will it. Because I see what you really are. You have my interest. But do not presume we are equals. You are still unworthy in the eyes of your true kin. Allow me to demonstrate.
And the angelic Varathiel is voiced by Kimberly Brooks, and here's a sample of her voice.
You will never break my spirit. The soul siphon. Destroy it before it devours the last of my strength.
Now, whether this is the last zone or not, the devs made sure to pack a lot of content within. And I'm excited to play it. I hope you guys are excited to play it as well. And I'm looking forward to playing with all of you, as well as deliver you some great content along the way. So have a great week, have a great weekend, and till the next video, so long.